Hello, my name is Malu Rivera-Peoples, and I was born in Quezon City, Philippines. I've been here to perform and visit family, and so when I decided to stop dancing in the Philippines, I thought it would be nice to just come here and be a regular person and get a job and move on with half of my life. Well, back then I was only 24 when I came here. So I thought there's so much more to do before turning 50. I joined my sister and my dad, and it was a new beginning for me. Back in the Philippines, I was a professional dancer, classical ballet and modern contemporary. And that's all I did in the Philippines. I went to college there to La Salle University. So when I came here, I knew I wanted to do something different, and thinking that I could do something out of dance. Do something that does not involve dancing at all. So I got myself a secretarial job. I didn't know how to type. I didn't know anything about doing office work, but I was brave. I was young. I thought I could do it, and I did. I got a job through a friend, a wonderful friend who trusted me and said, you know what, you're gonna learn the ropes. It's an easy job even if you've never touched a typewriter. So I faked my way in to the corporate world as a secretary in a toy company. So that was exciting, but nerve-wracking, posing as a secretary when I've never learned how to do anything that involved secretarial work. And then as I was driving down El Camino in South City, I saw a sign that said, needed ballet teacher. And I thought, you know what? I can do that too. So I called and I asked if if they were hiring still. And they said yes, and that's how I got into dance again. And that's when I discovered that, I was just given some space from dance, but that is my first love, dance. I enrolled myself in a home-based dance school where I lived in Parañaque. And it was just in the basement or in the living room of one of our neighbors. And that lasted for the entire summer. When I went back to school, I was very lucky because Felicitas Rodaik, who is one of the legendary classical ballet teacher, choreographer in the Philippines, had a program in my school. So my mom enrolled me there. And that's how it all started. From there, I was offered a scholarship to dance for the school and for her company. And I was a late starter. I started at 10 or 11 years old. And from there, I became a company member of Dance Theater Philippines, which is her company, at 16. And we went on dance festivals. We went to Aberdeen, Scotland, and before you know it, I found myself applying for the Cultural Center of the Philippines Dance Company, where I proceeded after. And then I moved on to a professional career with them. The funny thing is, I was a classical dancer, a modern dancer. I would have loved to do tap and jazz, and that's why my school has all that, and we offer Polynesian. Now I'm kind of thinking, I think I want to get into hula and Tahitian. I had gone to a hula convention, and I did not realize that there was this huge culture and spirituality that is passed on from one generation to another. And I don't know if I can still do that at age 50 and really get into that whole culture of hula. And there are two cultures, the hula, the Hawaiian, and the Tahitian. But there, it's just a whole, how can I explain it? It's a whole different world. Through dance, when you look at the dance, you would not realize that it's a whole different world. But when you're dancing in it for the right reasons, like I was talking about earlier, it transforms you. A basic hula dance can actually become such a huge expression of yourself. I never looked at it that way. I thought hula was basically for entertainment. You know, we always see it Hollywood, and I never really got into the depth of the culture. But now that I am slowly, there's a different appreciation for it. So now that you're asking me, maybe someday maybe I'm going to be a kumu, which is a hula teacher. I don't know, but I think I don't know how long that's going to last, but once I put my heart into it and I love it, I can do anything.